The year was 1956 in New Haven, Connecticut, and the great blizzard of '56 had hit the city. 25 inches of snow buried the streets and shut down schools and stopped traffic in its tracks. And you could imagine there were kids that were thrilled, and sleds were flying down every hill, and snowballs were being thrown, and even the adults ended up enjoying the unexpected time off from work. But inside one house, there was no joy, only worry. There was a woman named Beverly Leibowitz. She had just given birth to her first and only son, and today was the day of his bris. And she had waited so long for this moment, and all night she had cooked and she baked and she set up her home and she prepared every detail for what should have been a joyous celebration. But as she peeked out the window at the just endless white snow, her heart sank. Would anyone be able to make it through the snow? Would anyone come at all? And she dove and then she hoped and she begged Hashem, please, someone, anyone, let someone come. She didn't really have any family. Her closest friends lived very far away, and the streets were all nearly impossible to navigate. The men she knew might make it for the minyan. But what about the women who would be there to share in her simcha? The bris was called for 8:30, and it was 8:35 and there's no one in sight. 8:40, and Beverly is still looking nervously out of the window. And 8:45, Beverly goes outside to see if perhaps someone, anyone, was walking down the block. And she squints her eyes and she does not believe it. Is that Judy Herman trudging through the snow? Judy, you live a mile away, I can't believe it. And Judy laughed with the snow clinging to her hair and her coat. Are you kidding me? I wouldn't miss your son's bris of 100 feet of snow plow. And minutes later, Sarah Glick appears in the doorway. Sarah Glick, I don't believe it. You just had surgery and you walked in this weather? Are you serious? Me walk? Nothing would keep me away from this bris, Sarah says. And then a minute later, Miriam Siegel walks through the doorway. Miriam Siegel, I don't believe it. You walked all this way. You live 2.5 miles from here. It's 12 degrees outside. It's a blizzard. And Miriam grinned. Beverly, I'd walk halfway across the world for you. And Beverly just stood there, overwhelmed, and there's tears streaming down her face. And she embraces each friend that she waited so long for this son, and yet here were her friends sacrificing and risking discomfort and battling the storm just to be there for her. And her heart swelled with gratitude and love and awe. But the story didn't end there. Because exactly 9 months from that day, the miracle of that snowy bris unfolded in a way no one could have ever imagined. All 3 of those women had a baby boy on the exact same day. And that day, Beverly Leibowitz that morning was repaying their kindness with attending 3 separate brisim of the 3 women that showed up for her. Incredible that these 3 women, who happened to have been the 3 women that walked miles in the snow to attend their friend's bris, remarkably all had a baby on the exact same day 9 months later. Incredible. Now listen to something else even more incredible. These weren't just regular women who had baby boys on the same day. These weren't regular brisim. Judy Herman, the woman who walked a mile in the snow, had only girls and had been longing for a son for years. Sarah Glick, who just out of surgery walked to the bris, had 2 children, then struggled with second-term infertility for 8 years. Miriam Siegel, the woman who walked over 2 miles to the bris, was celebrating the bris of her first child after waiting and hoping and crying for 10 years to have a child. 10 years she sat childless, and today was the bris of her child. You hear that? Each one of these women had endured struggle. Each had their challenge. Yet each one had chosen to act with love and loyalty and faith. And in return, Hashem rewarded them with unimaginable blessing. Because that's the truth. Hashem isn't stingy with blessing. He's not hiding it. He's not holding it back. He wants to pour it onto you more than you want it for yourself. And sometimes he needs one thing from you first. Show up in the storm. Take one step when it's freezing outside. Choose the right move when it's the hardest move. Prove to yourself that you're ready for what he's waiting to give you.